Okay, so first I'm going to start off by giving Jazz a quick cleanse using the Garnier Fructis Micellar water. And this is just to remove any dirt or debris that she has on her face before I apply any skin makeup. You want to make sure you have a fresh canvas. Next, I'm going to go ahead and moisturize her skin using the Tatcha Indigo cream. This cream is good for anybody who has sensitive skin. She does not have sensitive skin, but I like it for a good moisturizer because it leaves the skin feeling really silky, and it's good for any inflammatory. So if you have any redness in your skin, it helps to calm that down. So priming her face, I'm going to use the NYX Photo Finish Primer just to make sure her skin is nice and smooth and texture is minimal. Alright, so you want to lay those brows down. I'm using the Browvo Conditioner Primer from Benefit. I like this more than the Anastasia Brow Gel. It just lays it down smoother for me in my opinion. But, to each his own. Use what you got. Now I'm using the Benefit Brow Pencil to go ahead and define her brows. I'm using shade number 5. It comes in 5 different shades. If you can see, I did not start her brow directly in the front. I will do a separate brow video for you all, but never start your brows directly in the front because that's how you get that marker brow. And if you want it more softer, starting it right in the middle at that arch gives you that. Now I'm just filling in her brow. I want y'all to remember too that brows are sisters, not twins, so don't spend all your time on your brows. Now I'm just cleaning her brows up using some concealer. The concealer that I chose to use was the Studio Finish Concealer from MAC. It is a cream base, so you want to kind of melt this down so it's not so heavy and thick when you're trying to blend it out. And I'm taking my flat concealer brush and smoothing that through and just pulling that down now to serve as a brow highlight. Now I go back in the front and lightly blend that down as well. You do not want that halo look, y'all. Please do not fail me with these brows. And of course, you gotta do the same thing to the other one. Pulling that concealer down and blending it out using my blending brush from MAC. I believe this is 217. For the top of her brows, I cleaned it up using her foundation. You never want to take the same color concealer that you use underneath the brows if it is a lighter color, because you're definitely going to see that halo effect in videos, in pictures, and I didn't teach you that, so don't do that. And I'm just swiping it out. You can see how I'm keeping it really close to her brow, and then I'm blending that forward. Again, I did not start in the front of her brow, so do not start in the front of your brow. Start in the middle. Now I'm cleaning that up, just blending that foundation through. Now, going onto her eyes, I'm applying Blacktrack eyeliner from MAC. This is going to serve as her eyeshadow base. I'm going to do a nice dark look on her eyes, so I want all the colors to pull really dark, which is why I'm using a black primer. Now I'm blending that out so you don't see any harsh lines. Now, going in with this purple from Morphe, I'm just going to go ahead and pack that all onto her lid. And I'm using the Morphe palette 35P. That's where the purple came from. Now I'm blending that color through her crease so it's soft and we don't see any harsh lines. Blending is key, y'all. If I don't teach y'all nothing else, please just know that that's key. Same thing on the other side, just blending that color. Now, this is an orange color from Morphe. This orange color came from the Morphe palette 35C, as in cat. It's comparable to Brown Script from MAC if you have that. Now, packing this color onto her lid, this is Young Punk Mineralized eyeshadow from MAC. It gives it more of that dark color, but it also has some glitter, so it adds some pop to the eye look, which is what I wanted. I add a little carbon eyeshadow, which is black, to her outer corner to kind of deepen it up some more. So feel free to do so. Going into her eyelashes, I use the iEnvy strip adhesive, and they are from Kiss, the lashes are. So I'm applying them with my tweezers. I apply it to the middle first and stick it. And I take it to the inner corner and stick it again. And on the outer corner, you want to go ahead and stick that too, but I use my fingers for this part. Once you have the lashes on, you want to go ahead and just play with them to blend in your natural lashes to the false lashes. Make it more seamless. Boom, lash. Clean up that fallout. Don't play. And then you want to go ahead and apply some mascara to your false lashes to make them blend in even more with your natural lashes. Now, going into the eyeliner, I'm using INGLOT Kohl pencil. Y'all, this is my favorite pencil. I live by this pencil. I'm just smudging some of this onto her lash line to blend in the eyeshadow with the lashes. And I'm going to smudge that out using my pencil brush. This is from Estee Lauder. Those are the eyes. Still cleaning up that fallout before I apply any of her face makeup. Boom. Going into her foundation, I am using Graftobian, the cream palette. There are so many numbers that you don't need to know all of them, but I will list what I use for her foundation number below. And I'm just going ahead and placing and blending, and now I'm blending it all out. Now, her foundation started to get a little bit sticky, so I went ahead and moisturized her face with the primer water from Smashbox. This is a good product to have in your kit or for yourself if you like that dewy look or if you love a fresh face, because it rehydrates the skin throughout the day to make your makeup look refreshed. And also while you're applying, it helps to have all the product go on smoother. So I love it for my kit. And I'm just buffing out the foundation. Now, going into the color corrector, I always use clearly the burnt orange from MAC, and I'm placing that underneath her eye so it cancels out any darkness and I don't have to use too much concealer. The goal is always to use less product. If you can see, the eye that I put the color corrector under is clearly more brighter than the other one. And you just want to smooth that out so you don't have any texture showing once you do place something on top of that. And you can definitely see the difference. She's fine like this if she wants to go out for a quick beat. But y'all know I'm extra, so we can go ahead and throw this concealer over top of it. But this is a quick tip for you if you don't have all that time. Now you can see I'm going in with her concealer. This is shade NC42, but it was a little light for me. So I mixed it in with NW40 from MAC so that it could be a little bit warmer. And this is still the Studio Finish concealer. It is definitely a full coverage concealer, as you can see. And I'm just going ahead and do the same thing on the other eye. And I'm cleaning up the outer corners of her eyeshadow with the concealer. And I'm just beating that concealer into her face with the Beauty Blender. And yes, it is wet. So now I'm going to set underneath her eye. I'm going to use the NYX translucent powder, the finishing powder. Y'all, listen to me. No, you do not have to bake, okay? You don't. I'm just going to place this underneath her eye, press it in. You need to press it into the skin so that your under eye does not crease. But you do not have to sit there like you are baking your grandmama's cookies on Thanksgiving morning. Please, no. So, after you go ahead and press it in, you just want to go ahead and sweep it off the face, and boom, you're good to go. So, yes, she's good to go. Moving right along. So, going into the contour, she feeling herself. But going into the contour, I'm using the NYX contour palette. And I chose two colors. One is a little bit warmer, one is a little bit cooler. But I mixed the two because I didn't want it to look too harsh. And I also needed it to be warm enough to give me what I'm looking for. So I'm just going ahead and sweep that into the hollows of her cheeks. What you felt me, or you saw me doing, was feeling for her bones to see where her contour is properly supposed to be placed. I didn't just go in there throwing color somewhere. I actually felt her face shape. Maybe a little bit weird for some people, but hey, you want this beat, right? Oh, all right. Now I'm just buffing that contour into the skin, doing the same thing to the other side. I'm sweeping it up the side of her face. And I'm going to sweep it down to her jawline. Now, Jazz doesn't have a big forehead, so I don't have to do the sides, contour the sides of her temples too much, but I am going to dust that contour powder right on the middle of her forehead. Now I'm taking two fingers beside her nose to see where I want to place the blush. I never place the blush directly on the apples of the cheeks because sometimes, depending on the person's face shape, you're pulling that face down even more and you're going to start giving me holiday heart and make me have a heart attack. I can't, please, no. So this is Cheeky Bronze Highlighter from MAC. I'm just rolling that onto the high points of her cheekbones and then I'm going to dust it off. I love a good highlight, but I don't like to see the highlight. So rolling it onto the skin helps me get that brighter effect without adding too much product. And now I'm just tossing some of that highlighter underneath her brow bone to make that pop and blending it out softly into the eyeshadow. Now I'm going to go ahead and give her some eyeliner to her waterline. This is still the INGLOT Kohl's pencil. Kohl, not Kohl's, not like the store. Sorry, y'all. And then I'm going to smudge that out using my pencil brush. I also took a little extra product on the brush directly from the pencil and just applied it to underneath her waterline. She poppin'. You cute. And now I'm going to put some mascara on her bottom lash line. This is the MAC Hot and Naughty. I didn't really have to switch from the first mascara I used. I just couldn't find it for this part. Now, I do apologize when my camera was not adjusted to her lip level, but I'm using Spice Lip Liner from MAC, and I'm blending that in with my lip brush before I go ahead and apply her lipstick, which is Myth. And I also put a little bit of gloss. The setting spray that I used was the Makeup Forever Finishing Spray, and I'm just pressing that into the skin using my brush. And your girl is done. Beats. Yes, girl. You are beats. She looks beautiful.
Slow motion for that one.
And this is your final look. You got a nice smoky eye with a nude lip. Bomb. She is ready to go. So thank you all for watching. List all of your comments for my next videos below. Let me know what y'all want to see, because I don't know. Make sure you check out my website, facetimewithvee.com. Also follow me on Instagram at facetimewithvee. And if you have any questions or inquiries, make sure you hit my email, facetimewithvee@gmail.com.